So I'm watching Regian Eersel, or Regian. Sorry, I'm not even going to attempt to say it right. Eersel versus Arian Sadikovic. So this is for the One Championship title. I haven't seen this one, and I'm looking forward to this one. I know I've seen Eersel fight a few times, and I really like his style, sort of slightly unorthodox way of moving. But he puts it together really nicely. So keen as to see this one. Let's get into it. It's a clash of shins to start off with. Nothing worse. There is nothing worse than that. Just two shins kicking into each other at the same time. Even no matter how much you condition your shins, it still sucks.
Yeah, this is very important, this first 3 minutes here. You can see
Neither guy is really landing anything super effective right now. They're sort of just using these little... Sadikovic trying to light up a little bit there. Mostly they're just sort of like reaching out, feeling out jabs, flicking the inside leg, just trying to find range and distance without throwing themselves out of position too much. Yeah, both guys staying quite safe.
I was talking to Eersel's coaches, and they said they want him to be a lot more aggressive inside this first round.
So you can notice that, with the fights previous to this, like we just watched Liam Harrison fight in Muay Thai with MMA gloves, and these guys are doing a kickboxing fight with boxing gloves, and you can really see the difference between the two. Like they are really utilizing just a high, tight guard in order to block punches. Whereas we see it's not always effective when you got those little gloves on. So definitely this is like kickboxing specific with the way that they're defending. Ooh. That was nice. He brought that left knee, round knee up around the guard. Check that kick well, Eersel. And another knee to the liver, that left knee. He brings that up like in that circular motion. I really like it. It's such a Dutch style of leg kicking. The way that Eersel just hit that leg. It's such a Dutch style, like really chopping it down. Oh, wow. That one, I think that one hurt him a bit, but he's got his poker face on, Sadikovic. He's not giving too much away. So this is obviously seems to be part of Eersel's plan to just attack the body of Sadikovic, because he's jabbing to the body, he's ripping to the body, he's kneeing to the body, and then back up to the head. Wow, great round. Like I said, Eersel just has this sort of unorthodox way of doing things. Like there's a knee to the body, there's a kick to the body, other side, rip to the body, knee to the body, knee to the head, right, and again to the head. Wow. Just someone mixing up. It's like for every head punch he throws, or head strike, I should say, if you include the knees, he's throwing one or two to the body. And maybe that's the game plan. Try and bring his hands down, bang, come over the top. Because when you start kneeing that body, the person's stance goes from here to more like this, which exposes the head, not just to things coming up, but from there to more like that, bringing forward, you get more access to things around the side, like your hooks, or in Eersel's case, that left knee, that knee swing up around the side. Very cool. Nice switch kick. Yeah, Eersel playing the long game at the moment, just keeping him right on the end. And see how Eersel being a little bit taller and longer, he's managing to engage with big body shots or stay on the outside, just chopping away with with those long, snappy shots. Oh, there's that round knee again. So Arian's obviously just trying to back him into a cage so he doesn't get that run up. But Eersel does such a good job, and that's really hard when your range gets taken away from you because you're pressed up against the cage, like your feet. It's not the same as a rope. You can step through your foot through the bottom rope onto the ground to base out, but you can't with a cage. Oh, big knee again.
Slow down the boxing by kicking out the legs of Sadikovic. Inside leg.
So he's just using those straight punches. Sometimes he's not even worrying about really trying to hit him. That's some big combos there. Oi, nice from Sadikovic. It's really, oh! Oh! Jeez, he looked rattled for a second. He's got up. He looks okay now, but he did not look healthy. And you can see he doesn't quite have that same timing with his punches now that he's a bit rattled. He's... Oh. Yeah, he's not 100% yet. Nice leg kick and straight back to a knee. See, this is the thing with the kickboxing. You can't utilise the clinch as much in order to just give yourself some time. Straight away gets broken up. In Muay Thai, you can hang on. Oh, big right hook. Oh, he just pinged one back off him. Eersel just caught him with one there, but Sadikovic still, Jesus, big left hook. Oh man, he is so close to putting him down again. Oh. Wow. Wow. He's just so tough. Look at Sadikovic is tired now. Eersel is coming back as Sadikovic. Wow. He just punched himself out. Sadikovic went for the kill, couldn't get it. I'll be very interested to see how he comes back this round. Because he nearly, like clearly Sadikovic won that round. But by the end, there's that knee. By the end, Eersel seems like Sadikovic, that knee from Sadikovic just really landed square on the face. But yeah, by the end of the round, Eersel was coming back. Sadikovic just didn't quite have the... Sadikovic didn't quite have the stamina just to keep on piling it on, which I get because he put so much into it. And geez, you know, like it really shows how tough Eersel is. Shows, I guess, why he's on like a 16-fight win streak. You know, more than just skill, he's tough and gritty.
His lead thigh is a kaleidoscope of reds and purples. Double hook. Body shot from the German.
Straight back into it this round. Straight back into it.
Like Muay Thai. Step up knee, nice and high.
The way Eersel uses those knees, he really throws it straight in, but manages to keep his balance and come back into his natural orthodox stance. It's kind of amazing.
Eersel needs to reestablish dominance. This is rare for us to see Eersel on the back foot.
The low blow, was it? Yeah.
Sadikovic touches clutch, takes another outside thigh kick.
Nice. Double knee and a knee again. He uses those so well. I would love to be a fly on the wall in his training and see how he practices those knees. Like, does he throw them on a Thai pad does he just get someone with a belly shield there and he just practices kneeing them in the stomach while they're wearing the belly shield? I'd really like to see how he utilises those, or how he practiced that technique of them. Does he just hit the bag with it? Nice. So triple left hook from Sadikovic, but all of them landed on the guard. I think these body shots are really going to start taking their toll pretty soon. Nice big shot again. Tell you what, he wears it well, Sadikovic.
Checks the low kick finally. Doesn't check the inside thigh. I want to see Eersel chop that lead leg. Just hammer away at it. Little both slow down the hand.
That was nice, those jabs. All three of them landed right in between the guard, just straight down the centre. Jumping knee again.
Still moving forward, and he's showcasing good footwork too.
I'd really like to see Eersel, after he sort of touched those jabs, to just really smack a big rear hand off the end straight down the centre, because he's finding range nicely, and Sadikovic often isn't doing anything back like that. Nice. Looks like you're going for something spinning there.
15 seconds, third of 5. Lightweight world title on the line.
Sadikovic is looking to spin.
Big swinging hook. First punch of the combo, just a swinging hook. Don't often land, but ooh. I love that. A lot of respect here from these guys. A lot of respect for each other. Obviously, they, see, that's what happens when you have a fight with someone and you give everything and they're still standing and they're trying to hurt you back just as hard as you're trying to hurt them. You don't hate them. It's so strange. It's the opposite. You just gain this respect. You're like, you're trying to hurt them. You know, at the moment, if you're just swinging everything you can to try and put them away, and then you see them bite down and do the exact same thing back to you rather than cower, you're like, respect, man. You like them for it. It's a strange thing. It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely something that's unique to fighting, of like, in the ring, I should say, where you really gain respect for someone who's trying to hurt you. Yeah, it's fighters will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Right, round 4.
Arian Sadikovic of Germany, the challenger, after dropping the champion in the second round.
Nice bit of southpaw there from Eersel as well. So he's really just putting the pressure on now. I wonder what the corner has said to him, what the game plan was. He's just piling on the pressure and walking forward. He's not trying to like stay out and pick his shots. He's just, maybe he figures that Sadikovic's plan is to walk forward, and if you just take that away from them by pressuring them, that's their whole game gone. Definitely a tactic that I've used, in my fights before, and also I've got my fighters in the corner said, look, just go forward. The guy only knows how to go forward. So if he's going backwards, he can't fight. Maybe what we're seeing here. Touch, touch, touch. Where's the big one? There it is.
Good round so far for Regian Eersel. Sadikovic needs to up the work rate.
There's Sadikovic trying to get some respect by walking forward, but now he's backwards again. Nice check from Eersel. And a big Dutch low kick. They hurt. They really hurt.
Lazy with that left hook there. Eersel checks the inside thigh kick. Checks it again. Round kick caught in the forearms.
Good defense from the champion, staying nice and tight, shelled up.
Seems like Eersel's more been. There we go. I was just about to say he's been a little bit more conservative, but he's back into it now. Sadikovic on the front foot again, trying to get some respect. Yeah, I was wondering that. I don't think they're allowed to catch, because it's been a kickboxing fight. They're not allowed to catch kicks, so that's why you just sort of let him go.
Sadikovic not as committed as he has been in the previous rounds. Long reaching jab at a southpaw here from Eersel. Back to orthodox. Eersel inside thigh again. Jab, Sadikovic throws the overhand.
This is that big overhand. Tell you what, I'm pretty impressed with Sadikovic's durability through his body. Like, he's worn some big body shots, and to be honest, he doesn't look super affected. That one, yeah, he's tough, you know. A lot of guys get a shot to the groin and they're like, oh, just give me, you know, and they try and milk the referee for a few minutes rest so they can recover and rally back hard. But Sadikovic is tough. And again, the sign of respect for the guys. I love that. Yeah, I mean, like, the way I see it, Eersel is technically superior. Like, he's mixing things up really nicely. He's doing knees to the head, knees to the body. He's kicking the leg. He's springing up those body kicks nicely. He's using long punches, and he's also charging forward when he needs to. Whereas Sadikovic, he's not as, what's the word? He doesn't have as much variety to his attacks. He sort of like charges forward with some big hands mostly. I haven't seen a lot of knees. He tries to kick the inside leg and the outside leg, but he's often getting checked from Eersel. But he's just tough. He just keeps walking forward, keeps trying to get in his face, trying to take Eersel's attacks away from him, trying to keep the momentum. But Eersel definitely has a wide array of attacks that he pulls out. Oh, as he's jumping, it just hits him with that check hook. Yeah. It's embarrassing when that happens. When you're the guy who just gets knocked out, you go for a big attack and get your base taken away from you. Yeah, again, Sadikovic mostly relying on the hands. I think he knows that he's got to knock him out at this point. So that's his game plan. He's just trying to come in and land that one that'll put him away. And so, well, what round are we at? Round 5. Yeah. Eersel dropped that round where he got knocked down, but he's won the rest, so he should be ahead. Nice. Just Sadikovic trying to pull that hand away to land that right hook. It's bit of a Lomachenko really utilised that well in the boxing. Nice. He just uses all of his weapons so well. Eersel. Jab, leg kick. Jab, head kick. Oh! Why? Why did he do that? Why did he put his hands down and say hit me, and then he got hit and he put his hands back up? Just trying to... A bit of ego there, which, you know, we all need as a fighter. A little bit of ego to keep us going through. I'm a man, I'm not scared. Nice. I really like that. Couple of hands, finish with a rear leg kick. It's quite hard to do, hit the rear leg off a punching combination. And he landed that leg kick, then it's Sadikovic. Nice combo. Once again, Eersel with the body attacks. And the knees. He has some deadly knees, Eersel. Just brings them up. I wonder if he leaves and he has really corked thighs from kneeing all those elbows. Like, so many of these knees run onto the point of Eersel's elbow. Sorry. So many of Eersel's knees run to the point of Sadikovic's elbows. Just makes me wonder. Oh. Nice jab. See Sadikovic trying the jumping knee now. Again, I think he's well aware that he has to get the knockout in order to win this one. But Eersel, to his credit, isn't like... He didn't just run away in order to run the clock down. Eersel should have that fight. So Eersel's credit, it's like, a lot of time when you're ahead, you're like, all right, I've won like 3 out of 5 rounds. You know, this is the last round coming in. I've mostly won this round. He did get dropped with an 8 count in one of them. But in his head, he's probably done the math and going, you know what? I might be able to sort of take the foot off the pedal and not be as risky and still walk away with this fight. But to his credit, he stayed there and kept engaging with him all the way through till the end of the bell, you know? Like, he didn't just like completely run away. He wasn't as aggressive as he was earlier, but he was still there and trading with him. So respect to Eersel, because a lot of guys do run away in that instance. And Sadikovic too, like, the fitness required to hold that pace, it's phenomenal. Eersel should have this. Again, I'm not a very good judge. I say this every single time I watch a fight. I never watch it with a scoring mindset. I'm just watching, looking for the techniques. But I think Eersel will have that one.
Chairman and CEO of Onechampionship, Mr. Ooooooh. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And
I wonder if Sadikovic is going to be surprised or... No, he's copped it well. Yeah, he's obviously disappointed, but... I don't think he's also like... He's not crying robbery. Cool fight. That was intense. Like, the pace that those guys held up, that alone is something to sort of marvel at, because that's hard. That is hard work. 15 minutes like that, no joke. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the fight. I'll see you in the next one.